Hi, my name is Lisa. I'm 15 years old. Are you familiar with the situation when everyone around you believes stupid rumors about you? And because of this, your whole life is ruined, no matter what you do or how you defend yourself? This type of situation happened to me. Everyone thinks I gave birth. Watch this video to the end, and you will find out what people come up with when you have breast milk at 15. Since I was a child, I grew not in height, but in breadth. No, my parents didn't feed me. I just have a predisposition to fatness, to fullness, and to sweetness. By the time I was 14, my doctor diagnosed me as obese. He strongly recommended sending me to a health camp. But it wasn't all that much fun at camp. It started with the fact that we were forced to walk part of the way to the camp. But when we finally reached the camp, it turned out that this was only the beginning. No amenities, no civilization, just us, the counselors, and only one goal: to survive. I thought this was a health camp, not a prison. God, why did this place have to be so awful? But soon, I met Zach. Zach didn't leave me and helped me. I managed to get to know him better. It turned out that we were from the same school. He was just 1.5 years older, and we did not notice each other before. Have you ever met a person who you looked at and immediately thought, here is my chance, and I will not miss it? Zach and I started dating. Time passed quickly. My shift was over, and Zach still had to take a course on how to become popular. I was so afraid that he would forget me, or meet another girl who could outshine me. When I got home, I realized why they were saying, if you want to lose weight, fall in love. I almost stopped eating, counting the minutes until our meeting. After an eternity, Zach called. He asked me out on a date. Oh God, damn, finally! I put on my best dress, did my best hair and makeup, all for him. We met. During this time, his posture straightened a little, and confidence increased. But as soon as we met, we heard a nasty, nasty laugh. They were bullies from my school. What? Did I forget to tell you about them earlier? Oh, these guys had been bullying me about my weight since elementary school, but I've learned to stand firm and never pay attention to them. However, it was a real test for Zach. Even though I lost weight, I was still called fat at school. It infuriated Zach. He wanted to be popular, and I was ruining everything. To encourage him, I decided to take desperate things and move to a more adult stage of the relationship. Zach avoided me at school, so I waited until we were alone and I kissed him like an adult. After that, we started kissing all the time. I thought it would help me feel less bad about Zach's popularity, but I was so wrong. When they realized I wasn't responding, the bullies decided to take on Zach. They were laughing. What do you see in the fat shorty? Is she your little sex slave? Zach lied without batting an eye. Yes, she's just my sex slave. And everything collapsed. Bullies had a new respect for Zach. Thus, he finally realized his dream and became popular. I couldn't stand it and left him. Zach was afraid for his popularity and told everyone that he had left me after catching me cheating. I was used to ignoring the taunts, but I didn't expect this from Zach. He broke my heart. At home, news was waiting for me. My mother got pregnant. Apparently, while I was in the camp, My parents did not waste time in vain. Well, I started the lazy routine of school, home, school again. To make my mother happy, my father constantly brought home various sweets. How do you deal with stress? I did what I was best at, stealing my mother's sweets and eating my heart out. One day at school, one of the bullies said, "Hey, Lisa looks like she's pregnant by the guy she cheated on Zach with. Look how she's blown up." And that's Zach again. They managed to find my sore spot, and I began to eat stress, which made me even fatter than before. Soon I was called to the principal, and he asked me a question. "Lisa, there are rumors that you are pregnant. Is it true?" This was the last straw for me. I went on a strict diet with a minimum number of calories at maximum load. In the summer, I started doing sports in the backyard, just like in camp. And soon, my mother gave birth to my little sister, Nancy. One morning, I woke up and noticed that my entire nightgown was wet. It turned out that my chest started to drip milk. At the appointment, the doctor took some tests, and I was diagnosed with a hormonal imbalance. My weight surges caused my hormones to go off, and this led to the production of milk in my breast. The treatment should have given results only after a long time. I used to walk with Nancy in the park, and there I accidentally ran into a group of bullies. The next day, the whole school thought I had a baby. This time, the principal called our entire family. He listened carefully to my parents, then insisted on calling the entire school together for recess, and finally stopping the spread of rumors. I still can't really explain what happened. Nancy, for some reason, began to reach out to me, struggling and crying. Maybe she was afraid of the microphone? My mother said something like, "Do you want to eat? Be patient. Your mother will feed you at home." And then I felt like I was leaking. The milk poured out of my breast, so as never before. Apparently, there was so much milk that the pads could not cope. I should have run away immediately, but instead I stopped dead in my tracks. Someone from the audience, and I know for sure who, shouted, "Lisa's milk is running. We got it. You don't have to go on. Let her feed her daughter. Just don't do it in front of anyone, or we might be sick." But no one laughed. I saw everyone fall into an awkward silence, searching for the one who had shouted it. The principal immediately ran onto the stage, thanked my mother and my entire family, kissed Nancy on the forehead, and dismissed all the students. No one has laughed at me since. Apparently, they got what they wanted. Because of what happened, they decided that the rumor was true and realized that there was no reason to laugh. But on the contrary, they needed to be involved and ready to help. Soon, I was greeted by Zach's former friends, and he was afraid to show his face to me. There was no trace of his popularity. He was eclipsed by a single mother, proud as a lioness, the queen of her school. And though all pretended that they believed the statement of my mother, there was no doubt that Nancy is my daughter. I tried to change their minds, really. After that, the principal told me that he would help me get into a very prestigious university. Apparently, he was still ashamed of the incident on the stage. I just gave up. People will always believe what they want to believe, even the most stupid rumors that are confirmed by coincidences. And if so, to hell with these people and their gossip. I have a younger sister to take care of and a prestigious university to go to. Do you believe the rumors? And how often in your life have there been coincidences that have influenced the opinion of others about you? Tell us about it in the comments and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss new stories.